Let us pray together. Holy God, we gather today with joy and gratitude. We give thanks for each of these graduates, for their families and friends, communities, professors who have nourished them and given them roots and support to ground them. We ask your blessings on them. Grant them imagination and a vision for how the world might be. Grant them wisdom. Grant them curiosity. Grant them conviction and commitment for justice and equity. Help them to see the needs of those around them, whether loved ones or strangers. May they build their lives with their deep gladness meets the world's great needs. You have called us to a journey of which we cannot see the ending. Give us faith to go out with courage, not knowing where to go, but with the confidence and knowledge of where we have been. Fill us with purpose and joy so that we may go out and better serve the world, to be voices of hope, workers for justice, living lives of compassion and beauty, and bearers of light and love. Amen.
Please be seated. Welcome to the 2023 commencement exercises of the University of South Carolina Union. I'm proud to join the faculty and staff as we celebrate an important milestone in our students' lives. Would the faculty and staff please stand and accept our appreciation for all that you have done to help these candidates along the way. Before the Chancellor comes up, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize members of the USC Board of Trustees, as well as other officials and their guests. As I call your name, will the following special guests please stand? Please withhold your applause until all the names have been called. From the USC Board of Trustees, the Honorable Thad H. Westbrook, Board Chair. The Honorable Alex English. The Honorable Brian C. Harlan. The Honorable Hugh Mobley. The Honorable Leah B. Moody, and the Honorable Reed T. Sherrod. From Columbia, Chancellor, Palmetto College, Dr. Susan Elkins. Vice President for System Affairs, Dr. J. Durham Cole, Jr. Vice Chancellor for Enrollment Management and Student Success, Palmetto College, Dr. Amber Novotny. Dean of the School of Nursing at USC-Aiken, Dr. Thayer McGahee. Union Lawrence Commission on Higher Education members, Louis Cheater, Vice Chairman, Michael Castles, Roger Bailey, Paula Moss, and Connie Parker. Educational Foundation Partnership Board members, Helen Diamaduras and Emma Garner. Also with us tonight is Jonesville Mayor Ernest Moore, Freddie Gall, representing Congressman Ralph Norman, Union County Sheriff Jeff Bailey, and Representative Doug Gillen. And let's thank all of our special guests for coming. And now we will hear from the Chancellor of Palmetto College at the University of South Carolina, Dr. Susan Elkins. Chancellor Elkins.
Thank you, Dean Lowell. Good evening, everybody. Right, isn't it a gorgeous night in Union to be here on the lawn celebrating with these graduates? But before I begin, let me please thank Dean Randy Lowell for his outstanding leadership of USC-Union, along with the excellent work of the entire USC-Union faculty and staff. So would all the USC-Union faculty and staff, and Dean Lowell, please stand. Let's give them a big round of applause. Now, for the reason we are here tonight, to you, the class of 2023, members of the class of 2023, this is your day It's your day, and we're here to congratulate you on the milestone achievement of graduation. Everyone in this audience is here to celebrate you. Everything that you've done, we're here for you tonight. We realize that you've worked tirelessly to earn your degrees. And then whether you choose to take the next step in your educational journey here at USC-Union, or continue on with your collegiate journey through a University of South Carolina system institution, Palmetto College Online, or another higher education institution, please know that we are so proud of your accomplishments to this point and of what you will achieve in the future, because we know there are great things in store for each of you. Your campus, your families, and your communities are exceedingly proud of you. Now, many of us here on the stage tonight, along with numerous faculty and staff here at USC-Union and across Palmetto College, are the first in our families to graduate from college. So we all realize the many sacrifices that you and your family have made for you to complete your degrees. So graduates, I want you to please join us in thanking your family and friends who've helped you reach this milestone, and also ask all of you to celebrate a minute of thanks for the family and friends of all the graduates. So, huge round of applause, please. And then, of course, the most important round of applause we're going to give all night tonight is for the graduating class of 2023. So let's give this group, the graduating class of 2023, a huge round of applause. Go ahead, you can celebrate loudly. We'll hear you on Main Street. Now, finally, I would certainly be remiss if I didn't recognize our esteemed speaker for this ceremony, who you'll hear more about shortly. It's such a privilege to be here with Dr. Ann Carmichael as she delivers your commencement address. Dr. Carmichael did a superb job as Dean at USC-Salkehatchie for many years, and her leadership across Palmetto College for the last decade has been stellar. So Dean Carmichael, thank you for your extraordinary contributions to USC-Salkehatchie, to Palmetto College, and to the entire state of South Carolina. You'll hear in a minute that Dean Carmichael is from Union, South Carolina, and she is the perfect role model for what any of you graduates could achieve. Who knows who's the next Dean Carmichael sitting out in the audience? So with that said, thank you so much, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor Elkins. I'm happy to introduce our commencement speaker today, Dr. Ann Carmichael, a native of Union, like Dr. Elkins just mentioned, who began her career in higher education administration at the age of 23. She earned her PhD from the University of South Carolina and her master's in student personnel services from Clemson University. It's okay. She served in various capacities in colleges and universities throughout South Carolina and Alabama, including Dean of Students at Judson College in Marion, Alabama, and Dean of Students and Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs at Charleston Southern University. She is a graduate of the Furman University Riley Leadership Institute. Dr. Carmichael joined the USC-Salkehatchie administration in 1991, initially serving as director of the Walterboro campus and coordinator of development, overseeing the institution's multi-million-dollar capital campaign. After becoming dean of USC-Salkehatchie, Dr. Carmichael was instrumental in partnering with the university to bring the 4-year nursing program to the campus, building a state-of-the-art student housing complex, increasing enrollment to record numbers, and raising over $10 million in private gifts and grants. She retired from the university as Dean Emerita in 2020. An active participant in the greater Salkehatchie community, Dr. Carmichael serves on the Southern Carolina Regional Economic Development Alliance Board of Directors Executive Committee and is chairman of the Savannah Riverside Redevelopment Authority Board. She is also active in her church, having served as chairman of Deacons, Personnel Committee, and trustee. Dr. Carmichael has been recognized by the Walterboro Colleton Chamber of Commerce as Outstanding Contributor to the Field of Education in 2000 and was recipient of the Chamber's Innovation Award in 2014. She and her husband, Randy, were both recognized by the Chamber with the Lifetime Achievement Award in 2019. Dr. Carmichael received this SC Department of Commerce 2019 Rural Leadership Award at the 29th Annual South Carolina Rural Summit. Upon her retirement, she was recognized by the South Carolina Senate and House of Representatives for her years of dedicated public service to the University of South Carolina, Salkehatchie. Dr. Carmichael is married to Randy Carmichael, and they are the parents of a daughter, Catherine. In her spare time, she enjoys reading, travel, dancing, boating, tennis, and pickleball. Please join me in welcoming this year's commencement speaker, Dr. Ann Carmichael.
That's what happens when you have different heights of people at the podium, so I think we're good now. Good evening. I am thrilled to be here and to be your commencement speaker. This is such an honor for me. I grew up literally right down the street, spent my whole life in Union, South Carolina, and it made me think of the book that Thomas Wolfe wrote, You Can't Go Home Again, which is fiction because you really can go home again. There's nothing sweeter than being in your hometown. I'm happy that, I'm going to embarrass her, but I'm happy that my sister Jane is here with me this evening. Jane's a longtime resident, a rabid fan of Carolina and the Bantams and the Gamecocks. You won't find a stronger fan. So I'm thrilled that she could be here this evening too. Jane, I will try not to embarrass you and tell the family secrets, but there are no promises. So. Chancellor Elkins, members of the Board of Trustees, Dean Lowell, faculty, guests, and the stars of the show, our graduates. This is an exciting evening. When I was putting together my remarks for this evening, I looked back at some of my previous commencement speeches with amusement. I often strung together platitudes and sayings from accomplished individuals because, frankly, I was still a young professional and I was making my own way and I wasn't sure I had anything original to say. There's some advantages to being a seasoned professional, as they call us now. And so tonight I'm going to give you a few of my own thoughts from my own perspective because experience really is the best teacher. These thoughts aren't particularly profound. They're rather simple. For we may live in a complicated, complex world, but I believe that while life is complex, living doesn't have to be. So with that in mind, I have 3 points, 3 suggestions that I'd like to share with our graduates and all of you for your consideration. The very first and foremost that I want to start with is be kind. We sometimes think of kindness as a weakness, not associated with being tough or strong, but that's not true. It takes a lot more strength and self-control to keep your cool when you're angry, when someone hurts you, than to speak your mind or blast them on Twitter. Kindness also has a power of its own. Kind words have the power to lift someone up, to take them from feeling inadequate or not unimportant to worthy and hopeful. American author Max Lucado said, before you speak, ask yourself, will what I am about to say make others stronger? Words are to one's soul what nutrients are to the body. Kind actions or random acts of kindness can be life-changing for someone as well. Recently, I was in a Starbucks drive-thru line. It's kind of my hang-up there. Every day I'm in the Starbucks drive-thru line. And I noticed a lady behind me, and on impulse, I decided I would treat her to a cup of coffee. Although I sped off, I live in a small town too, so she recognized me. And she found my email address, and she sent me this beautiful little message that says something like this: you can't know how much your kind gesture meant to me this morning. I had a hard time getting the kids in the car for school, and I was dreading my crazy day that I anticipated at the hospital where I work. Your action completely turned around my day. Wow. We don't always know the impact we're having on someone when we do a good deed, but rest assured that even the little things can make a difference. Think of a time in your life, it may be a long time ago, when a teacher, professor, friend gave you positive reinforcement or encouragement, or said something that was really pivotal moment in your life, and you remember it to this day. Actions might not be seen, but they are mighty. And just think what our world would look like if everyone resolved to be kind to each other. I find I even like myself better when I'm kind. Practice kindness until it becomes second nature, and see if your own world doesn't become a bit brighter. Secondly, don't let others define you. What you want to be, accomplish, has to be your idea, your decision. It can't be a dream of your parents, your spouse, or anyone else in your life. If it is, more than likely, it's not going to work. Anything worth having is going to require some sacrifice and time. Make hard work your secret weapon, because frankly, that will separate you from the pack really fast. The truth is, a lot of people are looking for shortcuts and they don't want to work hard. As you plot your course, prepare yourself for the occasional failure. You've heard it said that failing isn't the problem, it's what you do with it that counts. Whether we like it or not, growth tends to occur more when we are having a tough time and failing rather than when things go smoothly. It's what makes us tougher, stronger, and ultimately more confident. I love the quote by successful businesswoman Barbara Corcoran of Shark Tank fame, who said, "The difference between successful people and others is how long they spend time feeling sorry for themselves." I reminded myself a lot of that when I was in the work world. Failure is inevitable, but don't let it define or discourage you. When you fail, you have a choice. You can whine, or you can get up and brush yourself off, stay focused, and charge ahead. Final point on the second point that I'm making. There will be people in your life who are helpful, and there are others who are downers. The latter look forward to reading the bad news every morning, and they love to see what's wrong with everything, including you. My doctoral dissertation even included the impact of negativity on decision-making and outlook. I have one suggestion for you when you encounter these negative people. Run. Don't walk. Run away. True, there's sadness in our world, but dwelling on it every single day is unhealthy and unproductive. And my final suggestion to you is to find a passion. The definition of the word passion is a strong and barely controllable emotion. You've probably witnessed that most often in the sports arena. Two equally matched teams, but you could see that one team, the winner, just wanted it more. That Clemson-Carolina football game last fall, passion in action. Make it your mission to find a passion, a job, a cause, something you believe in with all your heart that will get you up in the morning every single day. It might take some time, but once you find it, you'll know it. Don't settle for a calm, safe, uneventful life. Be bold and follow your passion. Be kind, know yourself, and don't let others define you. Find a passion. If you're willing to do these three things, I believe you will live a productive and satisfying life. And the byproduct of this approach is you will most likely be successful as well. I hope at least one of these suggestions resonates with you. I only had time to elaborate on 3, but I'm throwing in a few quick thoughts for you to consider before we wrap this up. Take your work seriously. Yourself, not so much. Laugh a lot. Smile. If nothing else, it'll make people wonder what you're up to. Find something good in every day. Show gratitude. Set a good example. Practice good manners until they become second nature. Remember, anyone can succeed under ideal conditions. And finally, be the person your dog thinks you are. Congratulations, blessings. You are our future. Now go out and make a difference.
So it has been a tradition of the University of South Carolina and its campuses to award a scholarship for the upcoming academic year in honor of our commencement speaker. I am pleased to announce that this year's recipient at USC-Union is Hannah Madison Copeland. I ask that she and Dr. Carmichael join me at the podium. So I'll tell you a little bit about Hannah. Hannah graduated from Union County High School, where she participated in USC-Union's dual enrollment program. Enrolling at USC-Union last fall, she has distinguished herself academically, earning President and Dean's List honors. She is the recipient of the Public Communications Award for 2023 and a member of the USC-Union Research Club. She recently attended the Southeastern Psychological Association's annual meeting, presenting, along with Union campus students and faculty, a conference session entitled Adverse Childhood Experiences and Mental Health of Two-Year College Students. Hannah's family describes her as hardworking, a critical thinker, emotionally intelligent, genuine, and an achiever. She reports that her favorite people aren't actually people, but rather animals, with her animal family consisting of 6 horses, a dog named Waylon, and her cat, Sir Snoof. Hannah is a nursing major with plans to enroll in the USC-Union USC-Aiken Joint Nursing Program. Her long-term goal is to become a nurse anesthetist. Currently, she works at the Union Medical Center as an ER technician, an administrative assistant, and a companion to homicidal and suicidal patients. Hannah's parents, Wade Dotson and Sally Copeland Dotson, grandparents Michael and Cornelia Copeland, and aunts Wanda Smith and Sarah Vassy are in attendance tonight. I ask that they stand and be recognized. Hannah, on behalf of the University of South Carolina and in recognition of Dr. Ann Carmichael, it is my pleasure to award you the 2023 Commencement Speaker Scholarship. Congratulations. I will now present USC Union's Distinguished Teacher of the Year Award. It is our great pleasure to present USC Union's Teacher of the Year Award for 2023 to Dr. Emily Schaefer. Dr. Schaefer, will you join us on stage? Dr. Emily Schaefer is an assistant professor of psychology. Her contributions within and outside of the classroom demonstrate her commitment to student learning and success. Dr. Schaefer is an inspiring teacher who has a knack for creating engaging, safe, and thought-provoking learning environments where all students feel valued, supported, and heard. She creates unique learning opportunities for students, having mentored several undergraduate student researchers, including Hannah Copeland, and developed a study abroad program to Guatemala that she will lead this summer. On campus, she is engaged in meaningful and high-impact service activities that advance our mission. Her contributions to the academic community are widely recognized, publishing extensively in leading academic journals and presenting her work at numerous conferences around the world. Dr. Schaefer embodies the highest standards of academic excellence, and we are proud to honor her with this award and look forward to her continued contributions. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022-2023 Teacher of the Year, Dr. Emily Schaefer. Congratulations.
It is time for the conferral of degrees. Will the candidates please rise? Chancellor Elkins, will you join me at the podium? Chancellor. All candidates who stand before me and others who cannot be present but whose achievement is being recorded officially by the university, having completed the requirements for their respective degrees, are herewith recommended by the faculty of the university for the conferral of their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in the University of South Carolina, by the people of this state, acting through their representatives in the General Assembly and on the Board of Trustees of this institution, and on the recommendation of the faculty thereof, the University of South Carolina confers upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, together with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
You are now graduates of the University of South Carolina. Please join together and move your tassels from the right side of your mortarboard to the left. Please hold your applause until the last graduate has been recognized. Hannah Elizabeth Truitt, Associate of Science with Honors. Callie Collins, Associate of Science with Honors. Helena Michelle Alexander, Associate of Science with High Honors. Kaylee Danielle Altman, Associate of Science. Andrew Duncan Baxley, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science with High Honors. Alexandra Morgan Bell, Associate of Science with Honors. Tamika Tierra Bowler, Associate of Arts. Jamari Xavion Booker, Associate of Arts with Honors. Nicholas Warren Boswell, Associate of Science with High Honors. Gabriel Clark, Associate of Arts. Brandon Coleman, Associate of Arts with Honors. Ansley Conley, Associate of Science. Jaron Sidney Cudd, Associate of Science. Jessica Yvette Dawkins, Associate of Science. Kelly Elaine Egland, Associate of Science with highest honors. Daniela Elizondo Rios, Associate of Science. Kate Everett, Associate of Science with high honors. Jose Antonio Fernandez Jr., Associate of Arts. Rachel Cole Gallman, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science. Callie Grace Garner, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science with high honors. Timothy Garner, Associate of Science. Willa Marie Garner, Associate of Science. Lydia Shannon Galt, Associate of Science with high honors. Jacob Gregory, Associate of Arts. Riley Diane Gregory, Associate of Science with high honors. Mary Ada Elizabeth Heithold, Associate of Science with honors. Lauren Elizabeth Hines, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science with high honors. Jameson Huff, Associate of Arts. Haley Sierra Jackson, Associate of Science. Zakiah Janae Jeter Walton, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, graduation with Leadership Distinction in Research. Seth Alexander Jones, Associate of Science. Lori Killian, Associate of Science. Janie Cecilia Knox, Associate of Arts. Charles Madison Lake, Associate of Science. Sarah Louder, Associate of Science with honors. Kiana Taisha Macbeth, Associate of Science. Lauren Bryce Metz, Associate of Arts. Kyle Murray, Associate of Science. Amber Lauren Northcutt, Associate of Science. Ethan Phillips, Associate of Arts. Alexander Ramirez Bernal, Associate of Arts with highest honors. Khalees Danielle Rogers, Associate of Science with high honors. Destiny Sanders, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science. Shamaya Tamir Smith, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science with honors. Shania Amir Smith, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science with honors. Carson Elizabeth Sprouse, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science with high honors. Karenza Zakiria Stewart, Associate of Science. Talia Adriana Thomas, Associate of Science. Associate of Science. Trent Turner, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science with highest honors. Oscar Ventura Marquez, Associate of Science. Tyler Vespi, Associate of Arts with high honors. Alexander Vinale, Associate of Science. Jamon Williams, Associate of Arts. Lily Grace Elizabeth Williford, Associate of Arts. Molly McKinley Winstead, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science with high honors. Darius Ryan Witherspoon, Associate of Science. Seth Xavier Woods, Associate of Science. We will now recognize the students completing their degree requirements for the Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies and the Bachelor of Arts in Organizational Leadership. Caden Anthony Jackson, Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies, graduation with Leadership Distinction in Research, magna cum laude. Ann Blaze the Bantam, Ann Zusi, Amber Elizabeth Thompson, Bachelor of Arts in Organizational Leadership, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Nursing degrees are awarded by the College of Nursing at the USC-Aiken campus. Joining Chancellor Elkins and Dean Lowell in greeting graduates is Dr. Thayer McGahee, Dean of the School of Nursing at USC-Aiken. Mackenzie Grady Edwards, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Brianna Nicole Fish, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Hannah Faith Gillum, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Hannah Hogeiger, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Please join me in congratulating our newest graduates. Congratulations, graduates. Mr. B.F. Kennedy and his late wife Myrna established the Kennedy Academic Award to publicly recognize and reward the highest achieving USC-Union graduate each year. This individual exemplifies love of learning and commitment to excellence. Mr. Kennedy was not able to join us this evening. The Vice Chair of the Union Lawrence Commission for Higher Education, Louis Jeter, will present the award on Mr. Kennedy's behalf. Mr. Jeter, if you can join me at the podium. This year, the Kennedy Academic Award recipient is Trent Turner. Trent, if you can join us on the stage. Trent grew up in Waynesville, North Carolina, and went to Tuscola High School. As a student athlete, Trent not only excels within the classroom, but also on the field as a Phantoms baseball player. Playing in over 90% of games last season, Trent finished the season with a .457 batting average, which is good. I think that's really good. It's great. All the while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. I know that is great. His coaches and the athletic director describe him as a great leader both on and off the field. Looking ahead, Trent will play for the next 2 years at Western Carolina, which is an NCAA Division I college in North Carolina. We are grateful to have had an amazing student and athlete in Trent for the past 2 years. Thank you, Trent, for being a part of our Bantam family, and we have no doubt that you will continue to excel at Western Carolina. Congratulations.
Good evening. I've had the pleasure of presenting this award for this will be 3 years in a row, for various reasons. And I find this to always be moving because this is not a scholarship. I want you to know that, Trent. This is not a scholarship. This is an award or reward or whatever you want to call it. Scholarship goes to the school. This goes to you. You do with it as you please. The University of South Carolina Union, in distinguished recognition of your academic excellence, having the highest GPA of the graduating class, the University of South Carolina Union presents Trent Turner with the Kennedy Award, April 29th, 2023.
Graduates, please stand. Let's all take this opportunity to, one more time at least, recognize the newest graduates of the University of South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, will all of you now rise and remain standing for the benediction, alma mater, and the recessional.
Let us pray. Life is short and filled with many transitions. We have little time to gladden the hearts of those who travel along life journeys with us. Therefore, love liberally. Live lives of generosity and kindness. Speak words of grace before speaking words of judgment. And if we do these things, we will begin to approximate what it means to do justice, love mercy, and to walk humbly before our God. Class of 2023, God bless you. Amen.